Welcome everyone to our last and the grand finale session of our Financially Forward Masterclass series. And this is the 13th session. So normally I do a recap every time we start the session. I'll do the recap today at the end. So today's is an interesting topic we have. And before we start with the topic, let me introduce myself. I'm Smita, a chartered accountant and a coach. And I'll be co-hosting the show with Poonam. And today's topic is about side hustle for a woman, a second income stream for a woman. And because these series are all about working women, so we keep enhancing this word. We keep talking about women itself. So let me hand it over to Poonam to start the session.
Hello, everyone. This is Poonam. I'm chartered accountant and an educator. So let's start with today's topic. To be very honest, few years back when I heard the term hustle, it simply means to me that's juggling, doing something extra. But during COVID, it happens, or it seems that people who have some hobbies and those who need lifeline to earn during COVID, they started doing their something own on the platform, on the online platform basis. And this turned into the source of income for many. And post COVID, this get momentum, and now it become visible to many people that it's a source of earning as well as empowering. So side hustle is something to that, and side hustles people do for many reasons. As Varshini told, that's passion and skill she has. So similarly, few people do side hustle because they have they want some extra source of income to fulfill their extra wants or things. Some need extra income to because they have specific goal in mind. They want to fulfill that. Some want to build financial cushion, and some need for their retirement. They want to generate some income, even not for now, but at the later stage of their life. For all these, they need side hustles. And today's world, which is ever changing, ever fast changing, I would say, and the nature of job is changing. The world is changing. The demand of the work is changing, and the cost of living is relatively high. And most important thing is that today's world, people start valuing more skills rather than degrees again. So keeping all this in mind, so side hustle has become really important for everyone, and particularly for, of course, this is a women's series for women as well, for everyone, for the one or the other reason. So side hustle is not only that it's for earning, it's for developing the skill. A skill can be developed uh, just Varshini told, if someone is even immature in that skill, so it's a platform to learn, because in the coming years, the skills will be valued more. And even if you not start earning today by these platforms, uh, you can develop a skill which will help you at the few years later in the life. So that's important. And sometimes while doing this hustling, that we just need to do something extra. It should be a balance. It should not be hustle. It should not be burden on someone. Like if I'm doing job and someone is doing job or doing some own thing and doing side hustling as well. So it should not become burden. Uh, if it don't become to make sure that it don't become burden, and for this we can do certain things, like we can delegate our task to someone on a paid basis. We can share responsibility with family members, or we can just squeeze our time on the non-productive, non-important task and learn this new skill or the side hustle. So this is what that's I I observed that post, pre and post COVID, the meaning of change in the side hustles and how it is important in our daily life for most of the people. Smita, what's your thought on this?
So you rightly said, Poonam, it's like side hustle is something like building something of your own alongside your main work. So sometimes it could be building up your pursuing your passion, or it could be a source of income. But I also wanted to describe about multitasking, because people when they hear the word hustle, they keep getting confused with the word multitasking or juggling. So what is multitasking? It's like doing a couple of tasks at a time, like simultaneously task management. That's the right word, which is very different from hustling. And juggling is like a woman who's managing at home as well, and a professional career and a creative work. So the balancing between all the three is called juggling. So all three are different. So when we understand they are different, and when we see ourselves doing these things, we should also understand what's happening. So that's why side hustle becomes really important, because side hustle can only be done when you know your why. So why it's important for you, what you want to do, what is the reason this side hustle is important for you. So it could be a skill building, it could be earning, it could be anything which you're passionate about. So before you decide on what you need to do in side hustle, why has to be very clear. So when your why is clear, automatically the what portion of the side hustle and how portion it becomes really, really clear. And when you talk about how do you decide your side hustle, that's what we wanted to talk about, how one can decide upon what kind of side hustles you can have. So you will have to look at what are the, because you're doing it along with your mainstream, it could be for your earning more. So what will you do? You will look at investments, right, Poonam, like lower investments, so that it doesn't burn your pocket. Second thing, you would also would look at what kind of creative skills you can use there or learn there, or what can be creatively done. Another thing you can look at is passive income ideas. All are side hustles. Passive income is also important, where you don't come into the picture. So you are not coming into the picture, but at least something is working in your absence as well. So that's why these three, dividing the side hustle into these three categories are really, really important. So is there something you want to add here, Poonam?
That's you already covered that. So, Smita, maybe for the most of the uh, smart ladies here, uh, though smart ladies here come here to see that's what all are the options they can involve for the side hustle, second source of income. So practical things, that how what are the side hustles going on, what are the various options we have observed. Would you like to discuss about this?
So yeah, Poonam, side hustles could be like I told you that they are divided into three
What
categories
are they?
basically. So
Like
what
their examples, their examples, real life examples. Uh,
That's what
maybe
I'm saying. So first one, so yeah, coming back to the first one, which is called the lower investment side hustles. For example, if you're a content creator or a freelance writer, or you want to do tutoring or online classes, where can you do all of those things? So there are platforms available for these kind of courses. For I mean, freelance writing or content, you can go and get work in. There are Upwork platforms. There are a lot of online platforms where you can find your work there. And if you are into tutoring also, there are a lot of platforms which will give you, which enables people to do it from their own house itself. They don't have to go anywhere, they just need an internet. They can do sessions in Zoom, they can do workshops in Zoom, they can create courses as well sitting at home. So these are all, then less of investment. So there are people who can do, they're good at what you call craft. So there, those will be your creative side. So people can sell their things in Amazon as well. So they could be home bakers as well. So depending upon what their skills is, the first is identify your skill, accordingly look at the places where it can be done. So you could be a home baker, but you can also supply this to a bakery outside your house. So someone who is having a full-time job, but they are passionate about something, and they want to grow themselves into a big what you call a freelancer or a self-employed person, they can look at looking at their first skills, understanding the skills, how they can build those skills, and accordingly find a platform for it. So a lot of things can be done. If it is a sessions you want to conduct, it's a Zoom is there. You want to go and look at a platform where you can place your things and all. There are Amazon also helps. There are a lot of like Blinkit. There are small these platforms where you can go and sell your stuff as well, and they allow the new people also to come and do sell stuff as well. And being what I was telling about the creative side, also the creative and side hustles are like the YouTube channels, which people can do YouTube channels, they can do photography, they can do home food. So anything which is related to their skills and creativity, that also has a place. So like you said, after COVID, there's a lot of recognition on the skills, not only academics but skills also. A lot of people are getting into dance, music, instruments, and everything is being taught online. So if you are interested in something, for example, in childhood you were interested in dance, and probably you want to pick it up now, you can pick it up now, or you're already a dancer but you do not perform, but you want to take classes, again you can brush up your knowledge and take sessions as well. You can join a bigger organization where you can be part of that by doing part-time work as well. So these helps you to not only polish your skill, but also gives you some pocket money as well. And there are also very interesting things like passive income, which I was talking about. So passive income, you always think is, yeah, from the house you should get a rent, but to buy a house, a second house, not the first house, a second house from where you can get rent, it's a difficult thing because you need a lot of money to buy another house. One house itself is very expensive. So what you can do for a passive income, for example, people write books, so they get a small amount of money from that books as well. And so these are the money. So you're not selling your books every day. You've written the book, it is available on the platform for the publisher or Amazon or Flipkart, and whenever the sale is happening, you're getting little money out of it. And also these you can create courses and also sell it, like Udemy and all of those platforms are available. You can develop a course and sell it there. And also, like, you can also have affiliate incomes as well, like with social media, collaborate also. So these are all where you get an income which is not which is a passive income apart from your regular source of income as well. So these are the few examples. I've just categorized into the three portions. One is based on your passive income, one is based on the creativity, the other one is according to the low investment. And it's like developing your passion as well. And so we also touched upon career breaks, and we also touched upon what you call freelancing and self-employed in our previous sessions. They're all interconnected. So sometimes when you are in a job and because of a phase you have taken a break and you want to start something of your own, they comes different phases of life, and you need to have a bridge to go through each phases of life. So continuing skilling along with your jobs also helps you to start something of your own as well. So being an employee, now you can be an employer as well. So these hustling helps you to change your phases of life as well, or helps you bridge that gap as well. So this is what I wanted to tell about what you can do with side hustles along with your job as well. If you have questions, do let us know. So Varshini and Ishita is also joined recently now. So are there any questions regarding different options? Do ask us so we can elaborate more on it. Otherwise, I'll hand it over to Poonam to talk about the next part.
So
So
there's silence in
yeah, there
that.
is
Still thinking, maybe by the end of the session, they will have questions. So let me move to the next part. That
the
is,
idea portion to so you can share how the ideas can enhance their own ideas and bring it to a platform or an income generation as well. You can talk about that now.
right. That's like just discuss that there are the various options available. So generally, what happened with me and particularly the few people I know, that's we want to capitalize our skill, we want to do side hustle, but where to start? We stuck with that. We don't have the idea for that. And the first important thing is mindset. Yes, mindset, yes, that I want a second stream of income, but at the same time, I must be clear that same second source of income won't generate it overnight. It will take time. I first need to build the business. It will take maybe a couple of months to a year, or depending upon the time you are devoting to build as a stream of income. So it will take time. So that mindset is important. What I felt is that next I realized that sometimes we all have potential. There is no one in the earth that do not have a potential. Everyone have a potential and a skill. God has gifted us. God has a special gift for all of us. So the only thing is identifying our gift. Sometimes we feel we don't have a gift. Like people say, I don't have any skill. I also felt that I don't have any skill. But we have to sit with ourselves and identify that what thing I enjoy most, what thing that I love to do, what are things people appreciate me for. Sometimes, even if you don't, one is not able to find, then just think about the ideas or the stances where people appreciate you for certain things. Maybe someone has appreciated you for your voice. Someone has appreciated you for managing the thing. Someone has appreciated you for your managing the house. Someone appreciated you for designing or decorating your home during festival, or it can be anything. So just sit with yourself and identify that what you are good at it, and if need, take help. The next thing I would suggest, the next thing generally people do, and it should go with, is that if this is the thing now as a side hustle to build the second stream of income, how much time I can devote on them. This, for example, if someone is already into job and just can devote 1 hour or 2 hour, so how I can just correlate the both. Can I devote 2 hours on this on a daily basis, or just 5 hours on weekend, or whatever you want to do? Just uh, decide that and post that. For that, what kind of skills are required or initial things are required. One has the skill, but one need the tools to capitalize that skill. For example, someone has a dancing skill, someone dance well, but for dancing you need to teach something to turn into a stream of income. You need to turn where the people can come and see your dance. So generally the online mode is the best way. So how to approach to people, if you need to learn certain tools, for example, to message, to share your message to a lot of people, you just need to make a pamphlet, or you just need to you need to invite people, then Zoom attend. That's how to uh, use the technology for that. That's important. And if you think, if someone think that that skill is still missing, then of course devote some time to learn about it, learn that skill, and just start working on this. Sometimes I personally felt that when I was into job, I felt difficulty. That's because I could not do the side hustle for earning a second source of income, because I think that's my corporate job didn't allow me. But the only thing is that how we manage it well. If there are unimportant things, can be delegated, can be delegated on a post, like on a paid basis, or can we squeeze time, or that one has to think around it. That's how we can manage the both. In the next weekend, we should not wait too much and start doing something small at small level. At least we should start doing, so that once we get the fair idea that we are lacking, we need to build on, then we can spread the mouth word publicity. We can ask for recommendations, or we can ask people to tell others through the WhatsApp group or the friends group, or we can join the communities to share about the skills one has. So once this is start building on a small scale, then just gradually move it to the larger scale. So let's talk about these basic steps. And for example, like people thought what we can do. For example, someone is software engineer. Software engineering, you have the better ideas of softwares, and there are many people who are non-IT people. You can teach, you can take the software classes, like the online classes, that's how to use the software. Or a person who is managing the business communication one can teach. Or simply, if you have a hobby of dancing, uh, you can share that. Painting, just like Varshini told that she has a hobby of painting, though she is a software engineer. So that thing, identifying and share using that skill is important. So that is the thing we can look upon. First, starting with the skill we have and the skill we can build on. And sometimes it's that okay, I don't need a second stream of income now, but I have interest in this. Can I develop the skills maybe over a 3 months, next 3 months or 6 months, so that it will reward me future? So even one can start from the beginning. There are many online platforms available, uh, where free, like without charges, they are providing the online courses, and one can train oneself on these courses, and then just start with a new idea of uh, earning a second stream of income or building a next skill for oneself. Uh, Smita, would you like to add more examples to it or the few steps
So
you can?
I'll give some. I'll tell what are the steps which generally find steps before finding your side hustle. I'll go through the steps and also give examples. So like the steps, what you mentioned, how is like finding your niche, finding your skill, and finding the passion which you want to follow. And it could be for a monetary gain, or it could be for something you want to pursue later part of your life as well. We feel now after retirement, or after we leave a corporate job, after our kids have reached a certain level, I mean they've gone to college, we'll start something. So imagine, just know what, when you need those skills, accordingly upskill yourself for whatever your area of interest is. And then the thing is, today's world is that your things would only sell only if you create a visibility for yourself, whether it's your art, your craft, your creativity, or it's something skill you want to show to the world. You need to showcase it to the outside world. So for visibility, what you need to know, social media platforms. So get a hang of social media platforms. How do they work? So you can do selling of things in Instagram, Facebook itself. You can even create your writing content passion into your in LinkedIn slowly, and then later on start writing for different platforms also. So I've mentioned few of the platform like Upwork is there, and Udemy is there, Insta, Facebook. These are all different platforms which you can use. So I'll give you a like live example. Like one of my friend Poonam, I had met her in Bhutan trip, and she never knew how to click a photograph at that point. We used to click photography for her, do photographs for her, and she would pose and we do it. And her name is Lakshmi, and she's based out of Bombay, and she was a government employee. And she said, after this trip I will start learning photography because I am dependent on other people to click my pictures. And see, she started learning photography. And what photography, that bird photography. And she had an exhibition in Bombay, so I had gone for her exhibition, and she did it along with she was getting retired before the retirement. And I'd look at her age, and I think 54, 55, she started learning that photography course. And she learned it, and her exhibitions were there in Bombay. And I'd gone to Fort and saw the exhibition, met her and her husband, and they were beautiful pictures of birds. Right now, I told you, I've gone back to fitness, Poonam, few days back. So my coach is, her name is Sapna. So she's a fitness coach, and I've been doing fitness with her from last 7 years. So recently, what she's become, slowly, she started building her business. Now her business, she has a business. She's doing this seed cycling as well. She has a business as well. So now she's on. She used to do some job earlier. From there, she first shifted into a passion, which is fitness, and she wants to empower women. That's her goal. And now again, in that empowerment, now not only she's taking care of fitness but food also, which is your seed cycling. So all those what you call, all those seeds are there, right? 7 seeds are there: pumpkin seed and watermelon seeds. For that, they make some according to 2 cycles, they make those packets, and it's good for women basically. So this is one example which I'm telling you. So people who wanted to do bigger in life, who wanted to come out of their regular 9 to 5 job, or wanted to do justice to everything they have in life, I mean time for themselves, time for the family, for creativity also, they start building something along with their work basically. Sometimes teachers do tuitions also, teachers do workshop also. I know somebody called Shibi who was into teaching, and she left her job, and she's now an AI expert in teaching profession. She learned AI earlier, and she's teaching teachers to how to use AI in schools as well. And she's conducting workshops and all. So something like that, if we can start building our skills on. For example, now AI is going to come. So if we can look at how AI can help us or enhance our work, or for example, we were talking the other day, Poonam, that you were looking at building templates for Canva along with your work which you're doing of education and CA work. To start building on that, you're also having another source of income for yourself. Maybe you become a creator in Canva. You never know. So there are so many options available. And also for when I look back at my life also, when I was young, I was taking tuitions. Along with that, when I was a kid, I was in school and college, I used to do a lot of jobs along with my studies, because I couldn't buy books, I couldn't afford to buy books. So if you remember in CAs and all, you used to find me always in the library because I couldn't buy any books. So I used to come at 6 in the morning and leave 10 o'clock in the night, is to be in the library so that I could study. But the real reason was that I couldn't afford books at that time. But I used to have these part-time jobs where I used to work for accounting work for some PCOs, and all of those things that help me uh, build my fund my education as well. So I was hustling at that time also. So I was doing part time with as a receptionist. I used to work in summer vacation. I used to do that. Otherwise, I used to take tuitions. So these things which help me hustle. I never knew what hustle meant at that point of time, but I only knew that I want to have a better life. I want to qualify as a chartered accountant, work at a leadership level. All of these things. I had a dream. I had a vision for myself to to fulfill that dream. I had to do a lot of other things along with it, but I did it. So that's what. So when we know our whys now, then it becomes very easily to focus on what needs to be done. So I have so many examples around me when I see people that they are doing something right now and they have a vision of doing something bigger for themselves. Maybe a time, maybe it's as simple as having more time for themselves, more flexibility for themselves, a choice of time. So they have abundance of time with them, so that they can decide on their time. Those kind of people, they start looking at developing what needs to be done. So unless until we know we don't have any vision and the reason for it, it's difficult to find the path for it. So this is saying now, when we know our whys, automatically the way comes in, right? You will find your way basically. So you will attract all the opportunities for the why. So that's very, very important to understand. Probably that's what I wanted to tell about side hustle. There are so many options, and it's just we need to look in within ourselves what we can do. So sometimes we look at Poonam, things like we think they are not they cannot be monetized. So a lot of things people think that they cannot be monetized. Cooking cannot be monetized. There's so many people who are running cloud kitchens. So one of my friend today he's posted in Insta that he's starting a cloud kitchen after working in companies, big companies like JP, Citibank, and all of those things. He's starting his cloud kitchen, and he's doing it from a Konkani cuisines and all of those things, and he's doing it from home. And after working for 15, 16 years in corporate, we've eaten food from his home because he used to get it for us. I've tasted those food also, and he's built that for himself. So I'm not saying it's gender based. It could be anybody can do that. So it's just you have to have a passion for it, what you want to do, and accordingly plan. And plus finances. So make sure you invest in emergency fund, goal based funds, or also what you call budget for it, whatever you want to do, so that whenever you need money, you have it. And also liquid funds as well. So whenever you are doing this passion, hopefully you have your money as well. And also share this with your family, whatever your passions are there. So when you plan your side hustle, everybody jointly does it for you. So together you're doing it. So it becomes a success. And don't be afraid of failures, I would say, because failures, in those failures, if you start something and it doesn't work for you, it doesn't get monetized, look at the skills you've learned from that and use it for the next. So it is okay to fail in something, and you might after maybe 2 or 3 instances you might get success, but just give it a try when you do a hustle, but not at the cost of health. Do have a work life balance for yourself, because if you're not there, nothing is going to work. So probably uh, first priority to yourself, then to rest of the things as well, because from an empty glass you can't fill other people's cup also. So you need to fill your cup first. So make sure that you take care of yourself first, be financially abundant, and also have that mindset of abundance, and share it with your family, and together plan for your side hustles as well. Yeah, Poonam, this is the this is what I had to share and add to what you were saying earlier.
Great examples you shared, practical examples you shared. That's if any one of you have such examples, then share with others so that we can also learn from you. We learned some examples from Smita.
So we look around, we'll find. I think when we look around our lives, there are so many people doing hustling, but yeah, but not at the cost of health. That's what I will say.
Health and balancing the life as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. Not
Any
at
one
your.
of you,
Is there anybody who wants to share their experiences?
or you have any question?
So if there are no questions, then I think is it a good time to wrap this particular session? We'll also wrap up the entire series in a bit. So is there anything more you want to add, Poonam?
I think you have covered. Let's wrap it.
Let's wrap up the masterclass
Uh,
series. Yeah.
mm,
So we began the series with a what you called a money abundance session, a money energy session when we started off, and then we had three modules, and each module had different components. The first one was about money and daily finances, and then we talked about investments and savings, and then we talked about career link financial planning. So the first one, which was your money basics and daily finance, we covered about credit card and debit card and credit scores. We covered about decoding your salary slip. We also talked about budgeting and emergency fund as well. And in saving and investment, which was the module two, we spoke about things like PPF, your FDs, RDs, REITs as well. We talked about insurance. We talked about goal-based savings as well. So these were the two things which are basically related to saving, investment, and money basics. But then the third segment, which is very important for, which was career linked financial planning, whether you want to be retirement ready, whether you are freelancer, self-employed, whether you're taking a career break, or whether you're planning for a side hustle. The financial planning is very important for all those things. So this is a brief about what we covered in this masterclass series. And probably what I would leave you with is that have a abundance mindset for yourself. And Diwali is also coming, so welcome Lakshmi into your house with the open arms, and have a abundance mindset not only for yourself, for others also. When you do expense this Diwali, don't think that your money is going away. Think that you're creating abundance in other people's life as well. So money is going, is it's just getting circulated. So the money energy will come back to you as well. Right now it's going to another place, but definitely it is getting charged and coming back to you. So I want to leave with that thought of being having an abundance mindset for money. Over to you, Poonam. How do you want to close the session?
I just wish for everyone that everybody celebrate the life with balance. Everybody celebrate the festival with positivity, and that positivity flows into the all aspects, and of course the financial aspect as well. So stay positive and stay balanced. All the best for your futures.
Yeah,
This is our
this is our last session. So wishing all of you an abundance, financial and money mindset as well.
Thank you very much, Smita. Thank you to you too, Poonam. And thank you so much, Smita, for conducting these sessions and talking about various topics which have really been very educational to the community. Those who have missed the sessions, previous sessions, you can please check under Smita's profile. The session recordings are available, and if you have missed them, you will be able to, get educated with the missed sessions as well. So thank you so much to both of you for conducting this series, and looking forward to many more informational and educational sessions ahead. Wishing you all the very, very best and a very happy Diwali in advance.
Yeah, thank you everyone, and wish you all a happy Diwali in advance. And thank you for this platform for hosting us as well.
Take care. Have a great evening, ladies.
session, HerKey Platform. Thank you so much for
Thank
inviting
you.
us. Thank you so much. Have a great time, great life ahead. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.